Ryan Little.
All right, we're back again. Apologies about technical difficulties, but we're going to start our show again right away. I hope everybody heard me. I think I'm going to have to go over that again because my listeners on Facebook Live, I'd like them to, hear them because some of my sponsors on Facebook Live and some of you on GenesisRadio.com. So I want to, again, say welcome back to Building Greatness again. And I want to give a shout out to Cornelia Wright, Rue Wright, Keith Spurgeon the second, great guy from back in the day, and also big supporter, Jermaine Carson, Eric Beckles, Wayne Parham, Bob and Christine Wright, Darrell Akins, giving you a shout out. Rick Rhino and D. Marie Ward, thank you for your support, and also congratulations to Iari for going off, starting his manhood. So, okay. Also, I want to say happy birthday to Real Life Girl. Thank you for being my best cousin, Charmaine Akins. I didn't get a chance to say, I wanted to give you that shout out over the air, even though your birthday was a day or two ago. I just wanted to say happy birthday to you. I want to thank the whole Genesis family. Rudd, Russell, AC, Dutchie, Zigzag, Zet, Sugar Bear, Payne, TP Square, Kevin, Cal, Karen, Deb Carfer, the whole Sister Chat crew, everybody, the whole Feel Good crew. I just want to thank you all. Again, I always start off my shows with thanks because, even though a lot of people don't take the time to give thanks, I will. What's up, Jamel Russell? Deborah Carfer's watching. I just want to thank everybody because that is important to me because, again, my principles in which I'm setting for building greatness and all the shows, anything I do, is letting people know how reciprocal it is to, what we do, what we give should be reciprocal, period. And that's it. When people give us thanks and praise, whatever way they can give it, whether it's financial, whether it's economic, whether it's just, support in other ways, we want to make sure that we give thanks because that is important for us to circulate that energy because circulation is essential for any kind of machine to run, including your body, including an organization, including, everything. It requires a circulation of energy. Nobody can retain that energy, and nobody could be successful without the other. So that's what my principles here are at Building Greatness. How you doing, Tina Brown? So I want to make sure everybody knows what my principles are. And so if they get tired of hearing me thank people, they could always, switch the channel and go listen to something more soothing to your ears. But I'm going to always give thanks because there's so many people who have helped me along the way, and we've helped each other. Lady Sensei, like I said, Dutchie Bang show's coming out on Friday between 5 and 7 p.m. Everybody listen up, please tune in. That's the man who makes it happen for me in the studio right now. So make sure you check his show on Friday from 5 p.m. to 7 a.m.
PM.
Yeah, p.m. That's the Dutchie Bang show, all right? Valina Hayes got a CD. It's no joke. I think everybody should get out. And before I go, I'm going to show you a little, what the CD looks like. So if you want to go to Amazon and check it out and buy it. Odette Russell, the Swarm family from Jamaica, Queens, that area. Diane Bellamy, Sue Fearless from fearlessradioshow.com. They've been great to us, merging our energies here at Genesis Radio with some great energy. Onisha Love and Waking Flower. Again, Keith Spurgeon, Charles Stecker, Robin Johnson, a friend of TP Square who's always out there doing for us and, liking our videos, sharing our stuff. And that's also a form of support when people don't know. A little light goes a long way. Edmund Dorso and the Fire Mountain School of Resilience Training and Centered Martial Arts. Tina Brown, author. Check her out, her book. Just look up on Facebook, Tina Brown. You know, military sister, does her thing, very strong and very inspiring. Sister Chat, Deborah Carfer, check her out on Thursday, 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. with Daisy, Lamont, Sarah, and everybody else in the family. I want to thank Ray Davis and Bushwick Grind for also giving some love when he can. And Lisa Heron, Kenny's girl. There's a lot more people to thank, but for now, that's where I'm going to take it. Okay, now today's show, I told you what we're going to be talking about is how to build relationships. And that was the first part, is first acknowledging the relationships we have with people. Again, real quick, Tina Brown, www.authortmbrown.com if you want to check out her book. Great. And I'm going to have a copy soon and have it here for people to check out, so I'll be talking about that too in the next coming weeks. Again, that's, building relationships. You know, when people think relationships, they always come into relationships, whether it is a personal relationship, a romantic relationship, business relationship, you know, even just a co-op relationship, meaning, you know, we don't maybe not share the same values, same beliefs, but we have the same common cause. And I think all relationships have to have that basis. To me, I think relationships should have some growth element. If it's not growing, if there's no growth, if you are not supporting each other in each other's journey, I don't think that's a healthy relationship, whether it be business or personal, okay? So when I say relationship, I'm meaning the common cause that we have, including, you know, marriage relationships and romantic. A lot of people think those are excluded. No, those are also some type of arrangement, you know, based upon belief, based upon trust and faith, and also helping each other grow. And a lot, you know, some people may not get that. They may marry because they just want to be married, because they got this feeling in their gut. Look, I don't knock you if that's all you want to do, but you want to make sure when you're getting married, when you're connecting with somebody and you're going to spend your life with them, if you're going to spend any kind of time with somebody, that you are in each other's corner to grow. It is not just simply there to be on a shelf and be the cookie cutter, you know, oh, this is family and, you know, this is how we do it. It's just boring. You know what I'm saying? Let there be growth involved. Let there be support involved. And let each, you know, you complement each other. And, you know, whatever it is, you know. But also with business, the same thing. You know, with business, you don't have to necessarily like a person to do business with them. But the same common cause that we trying to make money. You know what I mean? And so us liking each other is not a requirement, you know. And a lot of people think they have to like somebody. So there's, you know, some people can't work together because they figure, oh, I don't like this person, I don't like this person. Apparently, those people don't know how to do business, because business doesn't require your emotional response to it. It's a business. You're there to make money, and you're there to build an empire and build, you know, economic growth. And if that person who you necessarily don't have any kind of emotional like can help you, has the right tools to help your company grow or be a good partner in the business, then let it be done. Learn how to be diplomatic and get over the I don't like this person and this and all of that. It's not really important, you know. You got to find out what's important in relationships for them to be proper relationships. You got to get down to course. What is your goals? You know, where are you headed? You know, are you the type of person that just, oh, I just want a family and kids and that's it? And that's okay too. Look, there's nothing wrong with that. I don't knock people. Everybody who knows me knows how I feel about those type of statements. You know what I mean? Anything could have kids. Anything can, you know, just do the regular routine, cookie cutter routine. But building empires and building communities and building villages is the key, you know. Back in the day in ancient times when people got married, it was to bring villages together, not just a man and a woman, you know what I mean, and their kids. And it was about bringing two empires together or two families together to have a bigger power growth, or maybe even have a stronger impact on what they're doing, whether it's, you know, hunting or foraging, whatever they're doing, growing food, whatever it is. The more you have and the better people are in tune with each other, the more you could get accomplished. And so let's say, for instance, here at the Genesis Radio family, we all support each other on things that we do. You know, we have a common relationship, and we have a good relationship because we're here to support each other's growth in whatever we're doing. We bring good music, quality information, great programming, and we get together and we have a good time and we talk about the issues and things that can help us grow. And that is important for any kind of relationship, and I appreciate that relationship. Again, with business, the same thing. You know, you could have a good relationship with your business partners, and the better the relationship, I'm sure the better the growth. So I'd like people to take the time to evaluate, you know, the type of relationships you have in your life, because you do have all types of relationships. If you take public transportation and you see the same driver on your bus, that's a relationship. You know what I mean? If you spend your money at a store constantly over and over again, that's a relationship. You know what I'm saying? If you spend a significant amount of time with somebody, even if you're going to school, you're going to college, you're having a relationship with your peers, okay, with your professors and teachers. Those are important relationships, and most of it is based on common ground, okay? So common ground is very important for all relationships. Having a relationship with somebody in a friendship and there's no growth, it can't be one-sided. It can't be lopsided. You know, I'm one for, you know, dismissing people as friends because, like, we got to be growing together. You know what I mean? That's all it's about to me. You know, if we're not growing, it can't be lopsided. It can't be about you, you know, just about you. You know, I'm there to support a lot of people in my family and friends and people in my community. You know, I'm notorious for that. I'm not saying I require, because I know I'm not in the business of hoping I'll get it back. You know what I mean? If I was in that, I'd be very disappointed. So I'm never in the business of, oh, I'm doing things because I want something back. I do things because I enjoy helping people grow, because I know there are people who help me grow. What's going on, Amar Berry? How you doing? So that's always my intention. So nobody ever has to worry about what my intentions are, because my intention is growth. If you're not about that, then eventually we'll deteriorate and nothing will happen, or we'll never connect in the first place, you know. But I'm all about growth, and that's what I'm about, because, you know, our stay on this planet is very short. This body that we have is not really ours. You know, we're here on borrowed time in a borrowed body, and we have to do the work to get to the next level, or whatever that may be. But we certainly are not here for ourselves. You know what I mean? And that is one thing that we will learn the hard way or the easy way. You know what I'm saying? The easy way is knowing that we have a common ground, is to, you know, first of all, keep this planet in tune so that we can live on it. You know what I mean? So that's number one. So all people of all backgrounds, of all ethnicities, we have to understand that we have an obligation to be keepers of this planet and keepers of all the life on here. So therefore we have to treat that well. Then we are keepers of our brothers and sisters. That means the people in our communities, the people around us, the people we work with. Not everybody's going to believe this, and I'm not even worried about that. Again, I don't worry about what's not in the same frequency as mine. I worry about the frequency I resonate. And the frequency I resonate is that again, as Diana Bellamy said, is mindset. You know, so my mindset is constantly always on, what am I useful for in your life? And I want people to do a quick thing, if they can. Anybody who's listening, anybody who's on my Facebook Live, I want you to, on my front page, or on your front page, make sure you tag me in it. Tell me what it is that I'm useful for in your life. And if you can't find anything, then you need to look deeper. If you still can't find anything, then I'm useless to you. And I think you should not really interact with me anymore. You know what I mean? And again, this is not an angry thing. And I'm just being straight up honest, because I'm in I'm a constantly changing being. I'm constantly evolving. And I'm constantly shedding my skin, shedding the skin and shedding dead weight. And also I want people to do the same with me. You know, if I'm not useful to you, you know, there's no reason to linger around, you know what I mean, and act like there's something there, you know, just be gone, you know, and I will, you know. Also, if I am useful to you, please write down what I'm useful for and what I've been supportive, because I'll do the same for you. If you tag me in it, I'm going to tag you and say what you're useful to me. And I think that's the first step in us building this common ground from where we could resurrect and grow some of the greatest things on earth, you know. First of all, but it all starts with our mindset. It all starts with the way we think, okay? And our thinking is extremely important, okay? The way we treat the people around us is important, you know. So we have to understand that no matter, you ain't getting away with nothing, you know, because the universe has something called karma. I call it the slingshot effect. You know, it's going to come back. You know, you can't escape that. You know, what we do comes back around. So I've humbled myself because life has humbled me. Life has put me through so many trials and errors, more than people even want to know, you know. And those trials and errors didn't make me angry, didn't make me the tough guy, you know, out here beating my chest like a caveman or some ape, you know, like, because I got this and I did that. I'll never tout anything, because the only thing I'm going to tout is that I'm still here and that the universe has me here for a reason, and I'm going to make use of it, you know. I'm going to make great use of that, you know, while I'm still breathing. And I'm not promised tomorrow, just like nobody else is. So I just try to do everything I can in this moment to make it happen. You know, when I meet you, or if we meet each other, what is it that I triggered? Even if I meet you for a minute, because some people I've met them for 5 minutes and you know, we've connected. You know, other people it's taken many years. And a lot of times, I mean, I am misunderstood. You know, I don't want to make this really about me, but I just want to get it straight that a lot of times I'm misunderstood. You know, because I come straight, you know, and I'm not into the business of cutting corners and watering down. I am 100%, 100 proof, raw, you know, and when I deal with people. So if I'm coming at you, you never have to worry about me being phony or fake with you. If I don't like you, I'm not going to talk to you, you know, not going to pretend, you know what I mean? I'll be mature enough as a man to greet you, whether you know, whoever you are, but, I'm not going to be fake with you. You know, I'm not a fake person at all, in no fashion or no form. So, you know, whatever it is you have, anybody has any issues with me, bring it to the table. You know, again, I need to be shaped too. I need somebody to take their chisel and their hammer and chip on me too and design, you know, help me design who I am. You know, my mother does that. My sister does that. My brother does that. You know, the people in my life that care about me, they do that, you know. And there's nothing wrong with taking a chisel and a hammer, chiseling away, you know, and helping us become greater beings, greater people every day. You know, our measuring stick, I was having a conversation with somebody about, you know, our measuring stick. I think it was a post, and it was saying, oh, yeah, Odette Russell we're talking about our measuring stick is our flaws. You know, so we all have flaws. And we all have issues and things like that, but those help us understand where we're at, so we understand where we need to be going. So we can't really, you know, say, oh, it's bad because bad things happen to me. No, it's bad because the universe is trying to tell you this is where you at. If it's uncomfortable, then move from it. If that person's uncomfortable, leave it alone. We're not obligated to anything in life. You know what I'm saying? Even when it comes to committed relationships with business, marriage, anything, there's nothing in stone. Nothing. It's a piece of paper. You can rip it up. It's a ring. You can throw it down a drain. And that's it. You know what I'm saying? So if you working for a company you don't like, you can quit. If you have a business that's not fulfilling or it's not doing what you could reshape it, redesign it. You know what I mean? But again, you have to have 4 things. Number one, you have to have a roadmap. Okay? And that map is your map that you design. Number 2, you have a compass, and that compass is going to tell you where you need to be going. You know, the direction, your true north. Okay? Then you want to have a leveler to level yourself and keep yourself balanced. You know, it's like building a building with bricks. You know what I'm saying? It's stone. You have to have a leveler. You know what I mean? You have to have that measurement. You have to know the angles in which you're putting the stones on top of another stone to make a pillar. You know, or to be a foundation for something, you know, because that one stone that's offset, if it's not set properly, and everything that you build from there will be crooked and off kilter. So make sure that you always use these tools, the compass, the map, okay, and the leveler. You know what I mean? And also your measuring stick, your millimeters, your centimeters. These are different measurements, you know, that'll help you say, okay, well, I've been here in life, and how far have I come? And you can measure how far you come in your progress by keeping those mental tools inside, you know. But never be judged by what people tell you, because people will always tell you what they think, what you need to know, all kind of other stuff to persuade you not to pursue your goals or to keep walking, or, you know, or sometimes the terrain may be muddy, may be cold, may be snowy. It may look like it is impossible to get through this terrain and this geography. But as long as you are prepared and you know what's going to happen, you could prepare for those things and adjust, make adjustments in your course so that you know, okay, I'm not going to walk through the muddy bog. I'm going to walk along the rocks along the side, you know. And when I'm walking up this hill, I'm not going to take the hill where I could slip down. I'm going to go where the trees are so I can hold on to the trees to get to the top of the mountain, you know. And sometimes you may have to use the sun or the stars as also these places to keep yourself centered. And again, all this stuff I'm not talking about is not necessarily literal. It's figuratively speaking, you know. And these are the people in your life. Some people in your lives, they are compasses. Some people in your lives, they are measuring sticks. They are your leveler. These are people around you that help you, you know. And sometimes you have somebody with scales that weigh you, you know, and that could sometimes be yourself. You know, yourself, and you're weighing yourself. And sometimes you don't always, you're like, okay, maybe I didn't do right. Maybe I need to balance that off with doing something a little better, you know. So there are all kind of ways you can approach. But your relationship with yourself is the first and the most fundamental relationship you're going to have, is the relationship with yourself. Because you can't, even in a romantic relationship, you can't offer me or anybody else anything if you don't have a good relationship with yourself. Okay? You got to have a relationship with yourself that's constantly changing, constantly evaluating, you know, constantly shaping and shifting, shedding that skin, you know, because we have a lot of things we have to let go. You know, we have a lot of the people we got to let go. A lot of things that weigh us down, some baggage. And as Jermaine Carr said, we can only go as far as the people around you. You know, you want to connect with the people around you. Or Tina Brown said, the tools to build a solid foundation, it's all within you and the people around you as well. You know, so that's why here at Genesis Radio, we're going to go far. We have a nice, strong assortment of personalities and people that help us challenge each other to be greater. And when we're doing great, to say, yo, you're doing great, bro, keep going, you know. And they don't give up, you know. There are times where, there was times like in the last couple of weeks where I felt like, I wasn't going to go through with this show anymore. And Terry came to my aid and said, OG, nah, man. Nah, you got something good here. And you need to keep going. Don't let go of this, man, because we all trying to do the same thing. We all want to bring the same quality Genesis Radio. So if there's anybody who wants to call, we got 15 minutes, and I kind of went on a rant because I was late. We had technical difficulties, all kind of things. But if anybody wants to call in, the number is 888-304-4401. Okay? And that's if you want to call, but I'm going to keep talking until we get a call. So, again, I want to thank those people who are my measuring stick. So I'm going to name a few. So I'll say, Cornelia Wright is a measuring stick. She's watched me along the way as I've grown and said, this is what you need to work on, and this is where you need to tighten up your screws, and you need to get rid of that. And, I've taken heed of a lot of things that people tell me. As much as I feel like, I am a leader, but I take advice, and I don't mind following sometimes because that's what a good leader does, and leader meaning that I lead myself. I'm not into leading people. I'm not interested in all that, leading people. I think people need to lead themselves, and I can help people get to that point because, I beat to my own drum, and that's just the way it is. A lot of people may not understand me for that, and that's why a lot of times I'm misunderstood, because people assume that, I never want anything in return. I really don't. I may have friends and people, like even like females, I've known, and they think, look, doesn't mean I'm trying to get at you just because we conversate good or we have good friendship. That's all it is, And the same thing for me. I have people in my life, some family members that I don't see for years. But that one time, it's not about how many times we see each other. It's just the quality of time that we have when we do see each other. It's a great thing, And so I'm really interested in building relationships so I could continue doing some things in the community. Like I said, building food co-ops, helping support YVC and help these young kids get to where they need to be. This is a pioneering event. What YVC is doing, what the Youth Voice Collective is doing, is a pioneering thing. I can't believe that people don't see this. This is the only thing that bothers me, is that all the people in my network, YVC, Youth Voice Collective, with Nyla Akins, Naima Jackson, Israel McDonald, these are young people with good minds on their shoulders doing great things. How could you not support that? How could you not even tune in?
Genesis Radio, building greatness. All right, hold on, Cornelia.
Thank you, Dutch. Yeah. Okay, this is Building Greatness. Who am I speaking with?
You're speaking with Cornelia from New Jersey, your greatest fan.
Thank you, and thank you for Dutchy. He grabbed that phone for me because I wasn't in position. Again, we work as a team here. How you doing, Miss Wright? I just was talking about you. You're my measuring stick.
All right, thank you, Dutchy. And I just want to say that we have to remind ourselves all the time, that we are a work in progress always.
Right.
We're not perfect.
Right.
We're not perfect. We wish to be, we aspire to be better, to do better, but we're not perfect. And when we can understand that within ourselves and understand that with one another, then we're okay. Right. And the main thing you just have to remind yourself, too, is who do I come from? Who am I from? Whose I belong to? I belong to God.
Right.
Okay? And when you do that and just remind of your greatness, then, you keep stepping. You may have some down days, may not, but just keep moving and know that, your intention is good. And that's what you're working towards, is that good intention and doing the best that you can every day to achieve what you're looking to achieve.
Absolutely. I totally agree with that. That is definitely, again, those measuring sticks. What have I done today to touch somebody's life? What have I done today to help somebody? What have I done today to help myself? You know what I mean? So, that's my message.
And that we're a work in progress all the time. We're always working towards being better. That's all.
Yeah.
And some days it's not clear. Some days it's like, it doesn't look so good. But you know what? Tomorrow is another day.
Absolutely.
And we're blessed to just have our day, just to even have our day. We're blessed because of that. So keep on moving, my brother.
Yes, I'm going to keep going. And thank you for all your support.
Keep stepping.
Yes, I will. And thank you for your support, Miss Wright. Thank you so much. You're such a great inspiration.
All right. All right. And keep on building greatness just as you're doing.
Yep, I'm going to keep on. No way to stop. Can't stop, won't stop.
All right, then.
All right.
Peace out.
Peace out.
Bye.
Bye-bye. So there we go. Again, like as we speak, these things happen. The people who support us will call and come in. And again, like I said, I don't mind thanking people. And as Tina Brown says, is we may never see the impact of what we're doing. So we still got to keep moving. We're not here. We're like farmers who are planting seeds in the field. We're not here to watch stand there. I mean, when you're a farmer, you plant something in your field. You don't sit there in front of what you plant and watch it and say, oh my God, I'm going to sit here every day and watch it grow. You don't. You plant your seeds, you give it the right conditions, you give it the right nutrients, you walk away. And in time, from time to time, you may see some growth, but you'll never actually see it growing, So that's the most important thing, is to keep planting those seeds wherever we go. Leave that legacy. Represent the universe. Represent God. Don't talk about God. You know what I mean? Don't tell me about church and all of that stuff if you're not going to be out here doing what God told you to do. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, that's why I'm not going to, I don't knock people, any religion, anything like that. But what I don't like is when people go around, they tell me about God, but they don't tell me about what you're doing to help God, assist God, make this plan a better way. Hold on a second. This is Building Greatness. How you doing? Who am I speaking with?
Hi, this is Deborah Kofer calling.
Hey, Mama C, how you doing? Another great person in my life.
You're so right. It's about building healthy relationships. And, this Thursday night on Sister Chat, we're going to talk about creating and enhancing healthy female relationships. Because it's all about the quality of relationships we build with one another. And when we can do that, when we're willing to put in the time and the effort, and we bring to the table that level of respect, that level of patience, that level of compassion, and all of those good things that support the relationship, then we got something going. And it doesn't matter what type of relationship you're in, like you said, whether it's a co-worker relationship, whether it's a romantic relationship or a platonic relationship. There are certain elements that we must bring to those relationships in order for those relationships to be solid and to grow and to have value over the years. I have many friends who I've had for 35, 40, and 50 years. And we have built a level of communication that is built on a foundation we call respect. We come from different backgrounds. We have different levels of education. We have different beliefs.
Hey, Mama C. Mama C,
yes.
I got like 2 minutes left on the phone. I want to continue this conversation because me and you, we have an interview to do, but I'm about to get off.
Okay.
They about to kick me off of here.
Okay.
But I
It's
appreciate.
so important. So
Yeah.
go ahead and finish up, and I'll be listening.
Mama C, thank you so much. You are always inspiring. Always, again, one of my biggest supporters, and I'm going to support you. We have an interview to do, so I hope people tune into our interview tomorrow.
All right. I'll be ready.
All right, Mama C. Thank you so much for all you do. All right.
All right. Bye.
Bye-bye. Yeah, so, that's what we have. Again, we have, a good support unit, the right people around you. You go a long way. And, again, I am here at this radio station because of Mama C, Deborah Coffer, she brought me in, and I'll never forget that. So that's how we are. And because I work in the community, she knows how I do in the community. She knew I'd be right to be part of Genesis Radio and this family here. Tina Brown, thank you. I see you're giving a lot of information out here that people need to know. I'm going to have your book. I'm going to get your book so we can have people, I want to review, take some quotes out the book and talk to people about it. Hey, Sharessa, how you doing? I see Sharessa's there. We go way back. Oh, my God. That's like I was 6 years old. What up, Sharessa? And Sharessa Credo, good to see you and down there in FLA. Anyway, we're going to close it up. Again, we had some technical difficulties. I'm going to have some open air interviews tomorrow with a couple of people, and Deborah Coffer is going to be one of them. It's going to be little short interviews, but again, just want to thank people for tuning in to Building Greatness. Help me build the greatness. I need all of you to help me. Sponsor and donate to YVC Youth Voice Collective. Please go to our donation. Go to buildinggreatness.com. That is building, 1G, greatness.com. And please check out our website. Give me some feedback. Donate, sponsor. Any dollar amount will do to keep us on air. Remember that if we're going to stay on air, we got to pay these bills. And I like sitting here talking to y'all, but again, I can't do it, on nothing. So anything will do. And I support people economically, we support each other. It's going to be reciprocal, trust me. But again, if I can't keep the radio station on, then I'll be blowing my horn from the street corners. All right. So anyway, I want to thank everybody. Genesis Radio on point all day. Keep tuning in. Look out for the next show. Is the Cal Show, The Grind. Over and out.